Hello guys, hope you are doing good. Today we are watching Gabriel Iglesias one more stand-up comedy that is called Dave the Bus Driver. You guys gave us a lot of love and support for Gabriel Iglesias videos. So I think he has a huge fan base all over the world. Till now we have loved his stand-up comedy, and he was a good storyteller, and he knows how to respect each and every cultures, and he makes fun of himself as well as fun of the things around him. So we really like his stand-up comedy. So without any further ado, let's check this out.
One night I was drinking on the bus and I go to put my cup down and I missed the table and the cup hit the floor. I didn't get up right away to get the cup because I figured I'm gonna get up in a couple minutes and make myself another drink. I'll pick up the cup then.
Oh.
Dave sees the cup on the floor and then he looks at me and says, "Hey, I ain't your mama. Pick that shit up." I get to the back of the bus and I'm like, "Wait a minute, I pay him." "Hey, Dave, shut up. Yeah, I'll be in the back in my room. Thank you. Drive safe." And people tell me, "You work with a man who talks that way to you? Why?" Let me tell you why. Because he's honest. With
Yeah.
Dave, you know exactly what you get. Nowadays, it is so hard for me to tell who's being genuine and who has an agenda. And with him, you know exactly where you stand. If he likes you, he loves you. And if not, you're on the curb with Kenny G. That being said, I have a story to share.
Okay.
About a year and a half ago, maybe longer, we're on the bus and we're heading down the highway. Just so you have kind of an understanding of the bus layout, let's say this is the front. Here's Dave, the driver, empty seat, and then a sliding door that goes in between him and the rest of the tour bus.
Okay.
My buddy Alfred and I are in the living room portion and we're watching TV. We're watching the news. And on the news, there's this person who is running for some type of office. No particular office. And I guess their big plan is to erect a structure between two bodies of land. Somewhere. And I guess they want one side of the structure to finance the entire project. Well, my buddy Alfred and I, we have a lot of family that works in construction, and we know a bad job when we see one. So we started to voice our opinion out loud about how we felt about this person and what they wanted to do. We're being very loud. So loud, Dave can hear us.
Yes.
And then we hear Dave. America. I yell out to Dave. I said, "Be quiet, Dave. This isn't about you." He taps a button on the dashboard that activates the sliding door.
Okay.
And when the door is about that far from closing, he yells out, "I'm building a wall."
Oh. What, Mexican building a wall, or what, America building a wall?
I couldn't even get upset because I was too much in shock over the fact that that came out of someone 4 feet away from me. My buddy Alfred and I, we look like chickens. We're like, my cell phone goes off. I take out my phone and there's a text message from Dave.
Oh.
And I said, "That's right. He better say I'm sorry. He better say just kidding." I open up the text message and it says, "And you're paying for it." And people tell me, "You still work with him after that?" Yes, I do. I trust that man with my life every single night. I know where his heart's at. He can say whatever he wants. At the end of the day, he still has to drive around the king of the Mexicans. The point to this story is just because you have a difference in opinion It
Hmm.
doesn't mean that you can't have respect for one another,
Correct.
that you can't have love for one another,
Yes, yes,
that
yes.
you can't have incredible friendships with one another. It's our differences that make us special. What a lot of us need to work on is our delivery. It's all in the way you say things. That's why text messages are always misinterpreted, because
Correct.
you
True.
read the text according to how you feel. What does he mean, hello?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, Dave has gotten us to 48 of the 50 states. He doesn't travel with us outside of America. He prefers it that way. Last year, we got a chance to do a European tour of 15 countries. Estonia, Germany, Norway, Belgium, the Netherlands, UK. We're just bouncing around all over the place. And then we wound up on the other side of the world. Out of all the countries I performed in, my favorite country outside of home is Australia.
Oh.
And I'll tell you why.
Okay.
Australia, much like us in America, has its list of priorities. You know what's not on their list?
What?
Political correctness. They do not care about your feelings. It's like a country full of Daves. Believe it or not, it's very refreshing to be around such a large group of people who speak their minds so freely. And if you know that before you go there, you're going to have an amazing time. But if you don't know that and you
Yeah.
show up, it is a culture shock and a half.
Correct.
Because
Yeah,
I
I
showed
can
up and I didn't
understand
know.
that.
Everybody says you got to see the beaches, and I went to the beach. I had people coming up to me. Hey, somebody help me get him back in the water. Yeah, right there,
The
big fella.
accent.
Look at you right
Australian
there.
accent.
Yeah. Oh, look, he's moving. He's moving. He's moving. Oh, he's crying. He's crying. I bet it tastes like gravy. It's not bullying if everyone does it. Yeah. That being said, I'm in Australia, Sydney, Australia, at the Opera House. For me, it was one of the most iconic places I've ever got to perform in. It was bucket list, definitely. After the show, I wanted to go hang out with some Aussies and see what that was like. I'm
Oh.
hanging out at a pub. First things first, Australian people do not drink Foster's beer. That's an American thing. They don't drink that over there. I tried ordering one to fit in, didn't go over well. Bartender looked at me. Hey, you like the taste of piss, do ya? Okay, don't order that again. So I'm hanging out with these two Aussies, and we're drinking a rum called Bundaberg. At first glance, it looks like a Coca-Cola bottle because there's a polar bear on the front. And then you drink it, and you're like, that's not Coke. As we're talking, a third Australian joined the conversation. And he sounded a little bit different from the other two. He had more of a raspy voice. More like, all right, yeah, mate. Yeah, all right. He sounded like a drunk pirate underwater. These two guys didn't like him, so they called him a name and they left. And now it's just me and drunk pirate. We're talking about life. Life in America, life in Australia, talking about our differences. He tells me that he's a professional knife maker.
Oh.
He's showing me how it's done. He's showing me pictures. We wind up polishing off 3 bottles of this rum. And drunk wasn't even the right word to describe
Yeah.
our level. My tour manager, Ryan, he comes up to me and he says, Gabe, time to go. And I look at Ryan and I'm like, but Ryan, I just made a friend. And he makes knives. And they're pretty. My tour manager always knows how to talk to me no matter what condition I'm in. If I'm drunk, he knows better than to talk to me like I'm an adult. He talks to me like I'm 2.
Yeah.
He looks at me and he says, hey, buddy. You hungry? Well, listen, if we don't leave right now, they're going to close McDonald's and you're going to have to eat at the airport.
Oh.
I gotta go. I'm Mark, you gotta go, no worries. And he goes to shake my hand. And when he shook my hand, he put his personal pocket knife that he made in my hand as a gift. That's for you, Mike. Thanks for being nice.
No.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm gonna cut cheeseburgers with this.
Oh, Mugita. Actually, I can understand what he said regarding Australians. They speak their mind, the political correctness. Because why I can understand that properly, because I have seen Australian cricketers. So Australian cricketers, they don't care. They just speak. I mean, in the sense, they speak their mind. They don't care about the feelings or whatever. If you ask the question, they will straight out give an answer without polishing. Whether you don't like that answer or you are expecting something different, they don't care. They just give you a straightforward answer. They, I see, for example, we all know that Virat Kohli is a great player here in India. Everybody likes Virat Kohli, and if you ask about anyone that what do you think of Virat Kohli, they just say, "Oh, he's a great player. He's a very talented player, hardworking player. He's a match winner." We if you ask other oppositions, they say that we make certain plans to go against him. Otherwise, he will take the game away. He is a special player, this and that. If you ask the Australian player during that India tour of Australia, what do you think of Virat Kohli, how do you plan for him, the Australian players might say that he is a player, we plan for him as we play for all the 11 players of Indian team. You see, right? They don't think anything. They don't, they speak their mind, they're honest, but they're brutally honest. They don't star glaze anyone, any other players. In case of cricket, what I'm saying, they don't treat anyone special, they treat everyone equally. Probably most of the Australians are like that only. And one thing about Gabriel Iglesias is that his Australian accent, that was on point. You see, someone said here, that is the best description of Australian culture I have ever heard. It is not bullying if
If
everyone does
everyone
it.
does it.
If only one or two does it, it's bullying. He is bullying someone. As an Aussie, I endorse this message. Although we don't call it McDonald's, we call it Macas. Macas. In their own slang and accent, I think it feels different. But here is Macas. Macca apostrophe S. Fun fact, at every Australian pub, there is always the knife guy. Why? What is it? I need an answer for this. If you liked our reaction, please subscribe to the channel. Until the next video, bye bye.